How you doing, guys? Bon dia, buonasera, buenos dias. So we're gonna talk about our last trip to Morocco. If you don't speak French or you don't speak Arabic, it's gonna be tough to get communicated there because most of them don't speak English or other languages possibly. The best way to do it, I think, is to go through the agency or getting private tour guide. So I'm up for the private tour guide, and because I think you're gonna get better traction with these guys going around the country versus going with the company. So we did with Exotica and exotica.com with double C. So the thing is about that company, it's a good company with an exception. So what they did is a good itinerary, but unfortunately driving 3,000 kilometers in 1 week and see all these points I'm going to show you on the map, it's almost impossible. You spend more time sitting in the vehicle, in the van, instead of seeing the real sightseeing and the real beauty of Morocco. So I have a dual feeling about it. So I really loved it and I really hated it. So I don't know what's the best one for me, good or bad. Our trip starting from Casablanca. Apparently on this square, during the highest Muslim holidays, these 1.2 million people can pray here in this square. We went to Rabat. Here's unfinished tower, Hassan. Only 45 meters. Should be 85 meters. Rabat, we went to Sila. It's like city from the fairy tale. Beautiful colors, blue, green. All right, we're going through the gate. Place called Tangier, and on the way to Fez we end up going to a couple places like Meknes, and another one was here, it's called Chefchaouen. Beautiful. I'll talk about this later. Oh guys, you're gonna love it here. Oh, can I jump? No. Please. hold your horses. Let Papa do the video. Give him mine.
Jump down this way. Okay, sir, come on down.
This is for me.
This is the Ukrainian part of the city. Woo! Man, love it. Fes, we went, before we go to Marrakesh, we ended up going to Ouarzazate. From Marrakesh, we went back to Casablanca and flew back. So that piece is about 3,000 kilometers. It doesn't look bad on the map, but when you're really there, so oh my God. Because if, the country has everything. They have all landscapes. From beautiful gardens, beautiful trees, the palm trees go through the mountains. In the green mountains, there is like old mountains, and you go pretty desert and go to the desert. If you do with a private guide tour, you gotta spend time. And let's say if you arrive to Casablanca, you need minimum 2 days. It's just a city to see it. It's more like brand new city. I was not getting too excited about that city, but it's still good to know because if it's in the movie, Casablanca movie, you're gonna go see a bunch of places, but it's kind of modern city right now. So if you understand, Casa is a house and Blanca is a white house. So that's been founded by Spaniards, and that's why they call the city still called Casablanca. You go into Rabat. Rabat is minimum 1 day. You cannot spend 2-3 hours. It's impossible. But that's how they've been doing it because of the itinerary is so big and the time is so short, so condensed. So they just walk you through quick. Okay, we're gonna stop here, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and we walk away. It's like, what the? Rabat, I would suggest you to have another day, full day. It's not like you're going, okay, starting in the morning and continue till the end of the day. And go to Tangier, and you have a city called Azila. So I would say you need another day because of it's beautiful too, but we end up there at night, so we haven't seen much. And then go to Tangier, we haven't seen that much too. That's a 1 day minimum because there's a lot of stuff around Tangier. And Tangier is close to Gibraltar. So this is pretty much like a gate to the Europe. It's beautiful too, believe me or not. It's new and it's like very modern. At the same token, they have a lot of good stuff too. And from that Tangier going to Fes, or Fes you need minimum 2 days. I would say even 3. Let's say 2 days straight. and that means it's 3 nights, right? So you have to stay in Fez. Fez used to be capital for Morocco for a long time, and then of course it's moved to Rabat. Rabat is the capital now, but Fez was the ancient capital. So take a guess. That's a big city, and there's a lot of stuff to see. There's beautiful Medina and everything else. And before Fez, there's a couple more stuff to see it. I mean, it's like a monkey. Oh man, this is the best attraction. When you see the life monkey, all of a sudden they come and grab peanuts from you. It's wow. I mean, it's the best safari ever I had.
Here you go. Taking care of someone else. Manchilini. Yeah, do yourself, whatever. Take care of it. Good boy, good girl.
Mira, mono.
Oh, look, he's took for another one. Look at this.
Espérate, ¿dónde está? Mira, es que no quiero darle seguido, dale.
Bir gün şu dünyadan göçüp gidersen boşa gider mi de gözyaşlarım
So then from Fez you go to, and there is a city called Meknes. Well, we stopped to Meknes almost at night, and we have about 30 minutes, and that's like, okay, let's walk quick, but you can't see Meknes in 30 minutes. This is a city minimum 1 day. So that's a day.
Meknes. Yummy, yummy. From Miami. Have a good appetite, guys. Enjoy it. You guys thinking this is real olives. Entry through the walls to Meknes city.
That's a 2 days minimum, that's a 1 day minimum. This is not 1 day, 1 day and 2 days, right? So we go from Fez, we're going down Ouarzazate, right? And then Ouarzazate is I would say minimum full day. You gotta have a day. And from Ouarzazate going back to Marrakesh, Marrakesh is 3 days. Marrakesh is beautiful, and it's one of the places I would suggest to spend more time, 3 days minimum. And you're gonna love it, you're gonna hate it, because if it's they're pretty pushy compared to people in Casablanca. But you know what? If you want to, let's say the customs of the country is negotiation, but it's not only their country; it's like Middle East in general. So if you want to buy something, they're gonna beat the hell out of you to buy stuff, but the price, they're gonna start higher and they're gonna come down. I guess they're gonna stick it to the wall and they're gonna slightly peel you off. If you're interested, they're gonna find out what you're interested for, and if they think it's a deal, they're gonna, okay, let's do it. So sometimes you're gonna get in the middle of somewhere in the country, so they're gonna offer exactly the same thing, and you find out you can get the same thing in Marrakesh, much cheaper. So it's up to you. So if you go through it, but when you get to Marrakesh, that's the place you can buy a lot of gifts. And that's basically how this trip faced. Okay. Casablanca is big, really big. So if you want to go enjoy like Mediterranean Sea, which is right there, and you're gonna have, well, it's really Mediterranean Sea is right there, right? But this is Atlantic Ocean, so it's right on Atlantic Ocean located. So direct from Miami. So kind of you can see from if you have a good telescope, you might gonna see Miami coast. But I'm joking. But that's what it is across. So is Rabat. So the place Tangier, since it's in Gibraltar, this is a point where from one side you're gonna see is Mediterranean Sea, from another side is Atlantic Ocean. In a good weather you can see the difference between the water. One is darker, one is lighter.
On this side is Mediterranean Sea. On this side is Atlantic Ocean. That's where they meet together. Here's the Mer Mediterranean and the Ocean Atlantic. That's where they meet. Oops.
Okay, so obviously the darker side is the ocean side and the Mediterranean Sea is a little lighter. Rabat, because Rabat is famous because it's a capital, so obviously the king's palace is there. But the fun part of it, king, good to be king. So he's got a palace in every single city, almost, the biggest city. He's got a palace in Fez, he's got a palace in Tangier, he's got a palace in Rabat, he's got a palace in Casablanca, he's got a palace in Marrakesh. I don't know about Ouarzazate, but I think he might, maybe even Meknes. But anyway, so any places he goes, he's got his own place to stay. So you can see by the army, by the guards, you got police, you got guards, you got army, everybody's surrounded by his castle. It's like a big wall and there's inside. Even they have own mosque and everything else internally inside. So this is not White House when nobody is there, so they can open for the public and people can walk and see what's going on in the White House. This place is all closed for the public and for anybody else. But these certain places, what used to be places, belong to, so you can see in different cities, like Marrakesh, or even Casablanca, or even Rabat, and I love it too. And here's the interesting thing, because of a lot of places have riads. Riad is like a little hotel, I would say like Airbnb, but it's way better. Family operated and owned. They also have Kasbah. Kasbah is if you're gonna see outside the Kasbah, it's like a freaking castle, humongous size, big one with the walls. You're going inside, there's a big gate. So, and it's kind of Kasbah owned by the families, and all families chip together, and so they live together inside. So they got gardens, they got all kind of stuff, they got little trees. You can see on my videos too. Love Kasbah, and sometimes Kasbah have for the tourists, they got sort of like another Airbnb level. You can stay and you can enjoy exactly the same.
That's a Kasbah in Rabat.
So the food is kind of interesting. If you guys like the spicy food, which I don't, and that will be your heaven, because of spice everywhere. Oh my god, it's a heaven for the tourists to see it in different colors. It's amazing. So that's been a while, that's been existed for 2,000 years. What here's interesting about the Morocco is the country itself. Okay, so that's what I found out. So I'm going to share with you. Okay, the Morocco was founded by Jews and Berbers. Okay, the Jewish population before 6th, 7th century lived in Morocco, and pretty much the religion was there, practicing is Judaism. Okay, in 7th century, the Middle Eastern tribes from Saudi, they moved to Morocco and started shifting Berbers, which is the local population, and apparently so they were practicing Judaism. They started replacing Judaism with Muslim religion. So that turned the whole country to become a Muslim. I'm not saying the whole country, but it is what it is. So as of now, Morocco is 98.6% population practicing Muslim religion. There is only 1% left. Is 1% left is Jews. Yeah. I guess this is an ancient Jewish population existence for almost 2,000 years there. So whoever left there. There's a lot of places, it's like Jewish quarters in almost every single city in Morocco. And they all abandoned now.
We are in Marrakesh in Jewish.
We don't have balcony in our.
That's a Jewish quarter.
Never find balcony.
It's a Jewish quarter. Continue Jewish quarter. Alright, that used to be Jewish synagogue. Okay, you can see the proof with the Jewish Star of David. That's in Marrakesh, in Medina. Don't forget, there is only 1% Jews reside in Morocco.
Now, but there's only 0.4% population is Christians. Fascinating, right? So when you get to Casablanca, you find two Christian churches, because I looked at different places. So in Casablanca, there is two churches. One, I guess the French did take over, and during the time, so they built two churches. One is Notre Dame de Casablanca, and second one is Sacré-Cœur, same as like in Paris, right?
The one, Notre Dame, the front of the church.
And anywhere else, I haven't seen any churches, to be honest with you. Everything else is mosques. And here's how it works. On 5,000-6,000 population, by law, they have to build a mosque. So, so if there is a quarter, so which is 6,000 people, they have a mosque. If there's not a 1/4, 6,000 people, there's a mosque. So you can see the mosques everywhere. So the main mosque is in Casablanca, and of course Rabat, the biggest one in Marrakesh, and everywhere else they have I mean, they all look different, but pretty much the same compared to any other mosques in all Middle Eastern or Muslim countries. So this is specific what's called Moroccan style, and they keep that way up to now too when they build the new mosques. Now also the king, which is interesting, right? So they have a king, and the king Hassan VI now, and he's married, and he's got only one wife. And apparently the wife kind of pushed him, and I guess I would say, so if technically, according to the Muslim religion, you can get married with 4 wives, right? So, and Morocco does not prohibit to have 4 wives as long as you can afford it. But the main reason to get the second wife, third wife, fourth wife, you have to ask permission from your first wife to get married. If she agrees to it, then you can get married with the second, third, and fourth wife. So someone told me this, which I don't know is that a fact, but they said because of long time ago, back in before medieval time, right? So Morocco has a lot of women born. So in order to not to kill the newborn babies, so they made the change in the law to have a man married with at least 4 women, as long as they can, I guess, support him. So that's why it becomes kind of tradition for most Middle Eastern and Muslim countries. But is that a fact? I don't know, but it's apparently probably makes sense when you have man population is constantly dying, fighting, dying, and the number of men born is less compared to females. So what do you do with the females when you have one man, 4, 7 women? So I guess you just push them together to become one type of unit as one family. Interesting enough, one of the kings used to have like 26 or 28 wives plus, and there's a lot of like slave girls lived in the king's palace. So technically, king was really busy. Good to be a king. So he's got a girl every night, pretty much in the hall, or sometimes he skips and goes to the slavery palace, because of they lived in separate rooms. Every wife has her own room, and obviously the other used to live in a different spot. Okay, so now Tangier is a good one too, because of next to Tangier there is a place called Caves. It's called Hercules Caves.
Hercules growth at the Hercules. Mine is not good either.
Not only beautiful, but let me tell you, I almost broke my wrist because I fell. I fell because I slided because it was too wet, and my sneakers did not support me because it was going down, and since I was going down, I slept through it and I hit the floor. You can see I still have a little bruise, and my wrist is a little bit screwed up too, but anyway. And Fez, I loved it, and Miriam loved the Fez from the beginning because of her goal was going to Fez is the #1 because of she watched the Brazilian has a soap opera, I think Clone, which they actually produce in Fez. So Fez is a big place for different movies, especially different sets.
Chin with the water, and we add the white vinegar. The red color from poppy flower, brown cedar wood, green mint, blue indigo, black mascara, orange from henna, pink rosemary, yellow saffron from the flower, yes, rosemary flower.
Royal Palace.
The old man, about 74 years experience. Those scales are made from iron. We'll dig them with the old ways, with the Olympics. The old one just came there, okay? And design, sometimes you get the Berber design, sometimes Moorish design.
It's amazing, guys. My God. This is beautiful. Oh my God. This part of Medina, and this walls from the 8th century. And this is a place where they used to study. They probably do study now too. Beautiful view on Medina in Fez. The tomb. It's a restaurant. Wow, in Hebrew? Yeah. Let me see. Oops. Ooh. Chicken with almonds. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh my God, this is the restaurant. Where are you going? This is the wall. And this is still going.
But the city Kwarzazat, it's right there beyond the Marrakesh. That city is actually the most famous city in the world because of all main movies, I'm talking about Hollywood movies, produced here, and they have stages set up and they got all kind of movie sets, and there's a lot of movies like I don't know, Gladiator and different places that were made there.
Hi, this is a museum of cinema. So a lot of movies made here, especially US movies like Gladiators, all kind of stuff. And this is a famous Kasbah. This is for specifically made up for movie sets. There are a lot of movies made here from US. Ali Baba, Aladdin, Aladdin 2, Prison Break, Gladiator, and some more. Beautiful. This symbol of Allah. Here's the symbol of Allah. Just like this.
So we went to one of the what's called Kasbah, the one, the gladiator. If you remember, he opened the door, the gate, and was going to the field and touching it before he was dying it.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kıs, 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 kıs. Kıs, 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 kıs. Kıs, 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 kıs. Kıs, 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 kıs.
That's the place in by Kwarzazat. So that's a special place in my heart too. I loved it. So anyway, so the whole place is great. And here's the interesting thing. So when you get to Kwarzazat, it's right outside, and there is Erfurt. Erfurt is somewhere here, right there.
Real ammonites. Okay guys, if you need the tables, instead of granite tables, have this one, marble kind of, with ammonites and all kind of fossils on it. So come to Erfurt, look at the ammonites plate. Oh my god, the paleontologists heaven and geologists heaven. I really want that table. Oh my god, guys, it's amazing. Crazy, man.
So here's right by Erfurt. This is Sahara. Oh my God! If you guys, you have to go to Erfurt, and you have to go to Sahara.
Everybody puts the hands up and saying "Whee!" Ciao, arrivederci. Just wave it. Only me is an orphan. I am a big time orphan. Yeah. Here's my shadow. Where you guys going? Puta que pariu. Alright guys, here's my feet going on the top of this dune. Nossa, ai se você me mata, ai se te pego, delícia, delícia. Looks like we're the last one in the desert now. Boricua! Yeah! Yeah! Wepa! 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 Boricua! Yeah! Wepa, guys!
Don't buy up front from the companies. You sell when you get there. You settle with your guy, with the tour guy. He will find something else. Because if you guys gonna buy up front, the entry to Sahara, they will charge you $200 or more per person. So we got down to airport and we negotiated the price to $120 per person. Or you going to Sahara, you got the camel ride. You have beautiful sunset in Sahara, whatever you want to do in Sahara. If you want an ATV or you want to do different things, and then after that they take you on the jeeps, they take you to the camp in Sahara. You're gonna stay overnight. You're gonna have drinks. You're gonna have like a little party at night with little concert. It's not a concert. You're thinking it's a local guys with their own tom-toms and different things, which is nice too.
At the camp in Sahara, look at the tents. Mi cantare italiano, vero? Did you scream wepa? Wepa?
Wepa, wepa!
Wepa!
And then in the morning you wake up, you're gonna have a breakfast, local breakfast, not like a caviar or pancakes or different things. And then after that, they shift your ass back in the same jeep and get you back to the airport. And that's where you're gonna leave to Kwarza.
France. Doesn't look like Morocco. This is Ukrainians. Damn, they got a nest upstairs. There's two of them. They're making noise like he's making out. Look at this. He's making out. Taram, 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 taram. Okay, guys, what you see it's called camel. So I'm gonna eat the camel. You see my finger? Okay. Don't eat the camel. I will.
But the experience is awesome. I mean, it's like one-time, lifetime experience. You want to go stay more, you're welcome to do it, but I don't think so. You have a time, but this is a place you gotta. So if you want to stay in Erfurt, you probably have to stay at least one day, and then you can stay another day in Sahara. That's basically it, guys. So I just looked around through all different places you can go. Marrakesh is. I'll tell you, I love the Marrakesh. I mean, it's a really wild city, but you know, like I don't care, but it's what people saying it. This is the beauty of that city. You have to see that.
Holy shit, the wind is so bad. Here's the drop. This is the gate to Marrakesh.
On commence à réveiller le matin, on va maintenant rentrer la Médina ancienne.
We are in Marrakesh. This is a Medina. Tons of people. Holy shit, here's the snakes. If they see you trying to take a picture or video, they will come to you and beg for the money. To get to Medina. See the motorbikes? Oh my god, it's like so. Our tour guy Hamza told me so. It's like 70% population is riding the motorbikes. Looks like mausoleum of someone else. Kitty on a bike. Biker kitty. Second largest mosque in Marrakesh. No problem, guys. Spices, which I'm not sure. Here's that's the mint tea. This one, right?
The mint tea is that one.
This one.
This is in my country. This is from the. How is the dinner here? We have a special dinner also.
So between Casablanca and Marrakesh, I prefer Marrakesh over Casablanca. I don't know, don't ask me, but I just love them more because it's too brand new to me, and not really brand new, but it's kind of new, and it's big too. Marrakesh is about, people saying it's like 6-8 million people, but someone said it's 12 million people, so I believe it's probably more like 12 million people. It's the second biggest city in Africa after the Egypt, Cairo, so big, trust me. Marrakesh is also big, huge, but Fez is close to 750,000 population. So the population of Morocco is big, so they still have a lot of kids in the family too. I suggest you, again, get the private tour guide or get a good company and make sure you read the itinerary carefully, because if you have in 1 week to cover all the area I just showed you, don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. The company is good. They're trying to do the best for you with an exception. What are you gonna see? It's bad. But these companies, we met the companies like from Gate One Travel. They were pretty happy, which I don't know, but too many people anyway, like 30, 40 people. That's a big bus. And then you're going to be dependent on all 30, 40 people, so make sure everybody is in. I believe we've seen tourists with a private tour guide, which I don't know how they end up, but they found that guy. This guy speaks perfect English. Apparently he lived in Jersey, and this guy was taking him from exactly the same tour, but it was like about 18 days versus 7 days. So guys, don't tease yourself. If you want to see everything else what I told you, you really need to spend time. Otherwise you're going to be sitting in the car and driving around the country. That's all you're going to see through the windows. And it's not a cool thing. You're spending money. As a matter of fact, I want to tell you too, when I talked to the guy, the cost of the private tour is going to be almost as much as you taking the tour with the company. So money is yours. It's up to you. You enjoy it, and have a great time to watching my other videos. Thank you so much. If you like it, subscribe to my channel, Travel Dreams with Leo. And I really want to thank everybody. I want to thank even my Exotica.com company, because they're trying to do hard. I want to thank the hotels we stayed, and especially the best hotel we stayed was in Casablanca. It was awesome. Barcelo, Casablanca, great people, great everything else about it. And I want to thank Mohammed, our great driver, what a safe driver he is and sweet guy. And Hamza is our tour guide. Thank you guys so much for being welcome in your country and show us all your best part of your Morocco. Thank you again. Ciao, arrivederci.